Hi everybody, welcome to my current practitioners of love and light. All other energies, all other foul, selfish, ill-intended energies must leave. There is no room for you here. You are not welcome. This circle is not open for you. Angels of love and light, I welcome you in. Ancestors of the like, please escort those individuals out. Please escort, actually, oust groupings of that energy way back and bind them within their own residences. I don't want any portals open to them. That's what I put out into the universe. Enough is enough. I read the energy and not great. So, okay. What is the question for the moment? I don't know if I want to do, a duplicate of, someone else's question just yet. I don't know what kind of question I should be asking right now. I'm trying not to pressure myself into, a certain way of doing things. I'm just trying to go with the flow and not impede traffic with doubt. Okay. So, it is nearly a Friday. Okay. Look what I found. It's like a freaking leotard from the 80s, and it's brand spanking new. It's so cute. The only thing though is I never wore it because it didn't go all the way down, so it's kind of capri type of. But I think it'll go well with a covering of some sorts. Anyway. Okay. So we have, oh my gosh, it's the Lover's card muted. And then 6 of Pentacles pronounced, 10 of Pentacles pronounced, and Page of Pentacles. Okay. You know how crazy this is? It's absolutely knowing your worth, Tina, and, you out there, my fellow light workers. It's absolutely knowing your wealth. It was kind of a misspeak for me when I just heard what I actually said, but it's equivalent to your worth. Your worth is your wealth. Your wealth is your worth when it comes down to it. What's the correct? Your worth. Right, your wealth is your worth. Okay. So finding yourself very, very, very attractive. You wouldn't even put a price on your head. You know how hard it is for me to quote my work, my presence alone? I know how conceited that sounds, but if you are in awe of my abilities in being able to do this or that, for real, I've thought about it, and when in that reading where the bananagrams read quotes the implication to, or the suggestion to do that, the direction, not suggestion, but the direction to do that, it was a directive. It was a very, very strong suggestion. And I remember saying something about having to like do my homework first on that. But the whole deal is like, it's not about comparability with like trying to match other prices. Like that's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to match other people's work. I'm trying to value and evaluate myself, and what that looks like within different forums, different formats of delivery, whether that's one-to-one or within a small grouping or within a large party. Because luckily I've been in work situations, both small groupings and larger groupings, where I got a feels for what it's like when my energy is tapped into, and how much of it is used, how much of it is, gosh, how impactful it is. And how, when I was very unaware of it, how open I was, and how it put me out for like several hours. Like I only need like 4 to 5 hours of sleep maximum. I was out for like double that time when I first started my last job, because my energy was siphoned so much. And so it's just knowing what the conditions are like, what my value is. And that goes the same for you. Like, I'm not going to do like, like $5 readings, no. Like, I'm not going to bash anybody that does that. But the thing is that I would rather just like not, how do I say it? I would rather accept that as a donation, but I am not going to lay down a price that says that any of my work is that much money, because it's I would rather the universe pay me otherwise, just because it's like, you really need to know your worth and establish that. I mean, I'm just like speaking to myself, like a matured inner child of mine, and that's how I would be like for reals on that. How I am anyway. Yeah. And like, if the universe is not ready to deliver that, even acknowledge me with like a head count, like in the physical or whatever, then like, you know what? They're going to pay it forward, within another lifetime. I'll, or within, like after I pass or something like that. Like I just know that I am worth more than what I'm seeing in the physical, and to put it into terms, into a dollar amount, like I need to get over the fear that it's going to scare people away, because like I know what I deliver, and people know once they experience that, what that means. Like, they only get to really see its larger benefits within a long range view. But like, this world like battles so much like lack mindset, that there's like so much pride instilled. So whatever the case, like, I know it's coming. I don't need to fret. I just need to lay it down out there, so I'm not like, dude, I'm in my 40s. If I'm going to like cut myself short any further than what I have a history of that, let me tell you. I have a resume filled with that. So, I'm trying not to get defensive here. I'm just trying to be real and being like, okay, let's look at this. It's like, this is like me talking to myself in the mirror. And just kind of like laying down the facts. Like, we just have to be 100% honest with ourselves. And even if like, I just had to, I mean, that basically took me out of all of the roles that, like, all of the employers that I worked with, and I don't regret it. Like, I don't. Yeah, I was meant to step out of that. Like, they used the fear-based mentality for so long, like grouping that mindset within, like, millennials, you know, and that's not okay. It's just a tactic. So, and I know that there are a lot of millennials that trended upon that, like turning the tables, but it wasn't like a strategy of mine. Like, it wasn't a tactic. It was just the truth. So anyway, it's just being very real with that, regardless of how anyone conducts themselves within the same, like, similarities, like within possibly the same groupings, and you know how, you know, what the trends are on the other side of acceptance. So you know, my game is totally different from that. So I get to set the tone and you know, figure things out from there. So what that produces is knowing, like, this is a very large pentacle. It's like a dinner plate. It's looking at, like, the bigger picture of, like, putting, like, food on the table, basically. You know, it's looking at the fuller meal, and like, what that really means. So looking to invest that one that seems very, like, it's just a single one, as holding a lot of value. Like, I'm just one person, right? And there's so many, that this world makes you think that you're so disposable and just, like, you know, a carbon copy of someone else. And I'm like, I know I'm not. I know I'm not. So it's knowing that is truly able to produce this, but also at current state within a spiritual level, this single coin that we have is equivalent to this. Like, the what is it, the currency, or what is it, the exchange rate between what I have here and the spiritual realm, that's equivalent. What I bring to the table is for many. And this is Six of Pentacles. It allows for not just even exchange, but continuous exchange. The material, the content that I provide, it's not just like the stationary content. Like, it applies to many walks of life, if not all. So it's just like, how do people receive it, you know, within their current state of when we cross paths. And so there was another message to that. Yeah, I offer material that enhances others' knowledge. Like, it's not just like, okay, clean cut, like that's that. No, they can develop it within their own understandings as well. It's the relatability of wisdom, how it's laid out. And that is what I offer. That's what I've been offering, whether, people realize it or not. I don't know. Like, that's a block that I'm just not understanding why it's not translating. But it could be just like a time thing. Like there's a lot of things in play that have 0% to do with, like, my effectiveness. There's something else too. I'm holding off on another message on here, but like, I'm just trying to make sure I don't forget about this other piece. So 6. Oh, and it's very personalized. Within another facet, it's very personalized to that person's journey. It's food for thought. Like, it's sustainable so that you can carry it along with you on your journey. This isn't just like, oh, that's nice to know. No, it's very applicable to what you need to know. And so, okay, so the other message that I've been holding off on to is together, this is 16 pentacles. 16 in the major arcana would be, I believe, because 15 is the devil. So I think 16 is, I'm pretty sure it's the tower. So the reason why I started this whole explanation in the type of content and value that I bring to the table is the fact that this is like the tower of power. Do you understand? This is you know how a lot of readers, they'll say like, a windfall of money is going to be presented to you, etc., because they simply see the 10 of Pentacles or something that, some hints towards money. But this, absolutely, this is a tower built with pentacles. This is a castle, like in the clouds. That's what it is, because it's spiritual money conveying, like the true value in that. This is as above, so below. What is it? Like the Our Father prayer, on earth as it is in heaven. Castle in the clouds. This is a tower of wealth. Like it is like oozing money. It's oozing, not just old money. This is ancient money. This is like there is no exchange rate beyond the spiritual realm. Like they have the highest currency known to any sentient being. And that is what I offer to the table. That's what, not I just offer, that's what I bring to the table. And that's not just like solely speaking. That's all of the good stuff, all of the energies that I resource. And I resource with consent. So, that includes you sitting here with your spirit guides of light and love. Those that are caught in limbo, just like mine. Let me share this with you. This is so touching. Oh my goodness. At the end of that reading about my ancestors, it was actually like this. These cards came through, she wanted to thank me for acknowledging, you know, her abilities, you know, in creating a channel for her to automatically partner with me when I'm doing my readings. Then I've opened up that channel for her because she didn't get to do what she loved doing. Do what she was really good and gifted at. Isn't that sweet? I didn't know that card existed. I knew this one did. I did not know that one. And this is Archangel Michael with red and green here. A very protected, very bonded energy. This is a soul contract. That's what I'm seeing, because it's interlinked, like almost balanced here. It's like the yin and yang of contrasted colors. Like if you add color to the yin and yang symbol, this is what that is. Like the heart is very hidden in there, like the 2 dots, you know, basically within each person. So we're balancing each other out within both realms. There is almost no veil between the two. Whoa, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, after all of that, because this is like our first kind of like formal meeting, when we got this, that I acknowledged her, she's so thankful. Very sweet. So, it's like when you meet somebody for the first time and like they create such an imprint on you and you don't expect it, but like they rush you with a hug, and it's just like, that's what it felt like. Because you know what? She has been in limbo within like the dark night of the soul, you know, constantly looking at this painting like almost like it's a window, wondering, you know, what it would be like within that, you know, snapshot if it were live for her. And so now she gets to. Like, absolutely. So I turned it upside down so that she's released. You know. But you know how, like, freaking awesome this was? Like, before I turned it upside, you know, getting out of the dark night of the soul, is that when I was shuffling the window cards, this one came out. It's the only one that's blank, which leaves it, like, open door, open room for possibilities. This is an open portal, and we get to have that together. We get to spend that time together, however we choose to. So she's going to help me with my trance channeling, is what that's like my best, like, that's what I'm understanding. But she's going to help me with a lot of forms of divination. Like, we're going to help each other, actually, because, you know, not only am I bringing something to the table, I mean, she's bringing something to the table from the other side, but so am I, because I've lived many past lives, like in high seating. I don't talk about it because I'm still learning. So, like, you know, and I'm not supposed to say anything. I'm not, like, I'm still trying to understand a lot of things that are going on. So, yeah, definitely. So, this is, yeah. So, when it comes to the abundance here, that's partially why I'm able to bring that to the table. Okay. So, I think my ancestors and angels and starting off this journey, because I'm like, where do I start? I started with a cleaning and organizing process, and it's been kind of light and just, there's progress. And I'm just kind of just one foot in front of the other kind of thing. It's just starting at that pace feels a little grueling. But just getting through it. And that's why, back to the basics, balance within the daily routines. And it's good so far. It's good. I'm a lot more forgiving with, what comes next. Like this, it's like, you just have to be very flexible. So, this is what they wanted to show me, because, whatever is coming is coming, like, it's very, very, very big. So, to act accordingly. Like a CEO isn't going to be like, yeah, I'll give you my day's worth of energy for, $20. I'm not going to do that. No. Like, I think it's very obvious, and I'm not going to sell myself short anymore. Like, I know how much energy this takes. So, they want me to see it within the cards. They want me to speak to it. And is there anything else that, am I missing anything else here? Yeah, some people will, be, kind of stubborn about the way they feel about it. Just, there's, haters in the background, but they're still also interested. They're looking over their shoulder, wondering what's happening, what's going on, what's all the hype, and understanding that there is value, but they're still, sitting with their arms crossed in front of them, off in the corner by themselves. And, if there's anyone surrounding them, they're just, the people that are surrounding them are barely there too. But most definitely, people are really vibing with this stuff, they feel like they have more than enough with, this content, this material. People have been searching for answers. And not just answers, to fill in the blanks. They're looking for the answer. And you can't just hand that over to somebody. There's a certain formula, a certain way you deliver that, in a way that engages them to tie up loose ends, to put in that final puzzle piece, to do the work, just kind of have that, get that sense of encouragement where they get to be a part of their journey, and it's exciting for them, Okay. Page of Swords muted and Two of Swords pronounced. So, within this, is hobby feels like an understatement, but, within these activities, it is definitely a learning experience of self, but there's also a need to know what my threshold is, pronouncing that, you shall not pass, being able to stand my ground without having to be it's not about being about not being a bitch, but it's like, I don't have to get angry every single time I have to set a boundary. And I really feel like that's my upcoming learning experience, because that's what I felt like today before starting this reading, was like, learning how to go about that, learning how to approach that, because I am it gets me a little worked up, figuring out how to not, how to be serious but not give so much energy to establishing boundaries. I don't need to go I shouldn't have to threaten anyone or scare anyone in setting a boundary. I should be able to rationalize and let people see what kind of karma they get. I can trust in my core team and the extracurriculars that are employed within their specialties to deliver the message. Don't fuck with my energy. I'm not gonna give that to you, but you know what? You're gonna get something else in placement of what you intended for me. I need to be able to set those boundaries straight and be firm about them, because it's very it's a challenge for me, for sure, because I am trying not to get angry, but I feel like it's kind of necessary when I know that it's not always necessary to approach my boundaries that way. Yeah, because when I get angry, I tend to do things that I could really hurt someone. I could really take someone out. How do I say it? Yeah, it's I can go very far with that, and I there's no need for that. There's no need for that. So this is a new learning experience for me. Okay, is there anything else that I need to elaborate within that? Angels of Love and Light. Is there anything else? Okay. Anything else? Okay. So my bestie from the beyond. What is it? Is there anything you want to say? Okay. Queen of Swords. Yeah. And she says, you're right. If I'm not gonna, how do I say it? She's actually training me to behave in this manner as well. But she's standing by on that. She stands by that. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords here is not seated. And I think the Queen of Swords is like, she's seated at her throne. She has one sword, like she's in her hand, and the other is like kind of, like that. I think that's what I remember. But here she has both hands on hilt and she's standing guard. She's saying that with the position that I'm at, with how much power I have, with what kind of a mission I have, that it's righteous to be able to defend myself within that manner. And that if they should dare cross me, that I am not only prepared, but I am guided to do some of the work myself in protecting my space and that of my families. Like, this is not even resting bitch face. Like, I'm happy to oblige, to stand up for myself and my family. If you dare cross me, you shall find out. First-hand account, and that of the repercussions from my divine team. Like, yeah, that's what. What is this? 14 temperance pronounced. Why did you have that pronounced in my lap? Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you what I'm told here, because I'm just seeing like there's a birthing here, like coming out of the birth canal is like a rainbow path that she's walking on here. I just noticed that that's what's depicted there, and that there's trolls basically from underneath trying to stab through and causing harm, to cause fear, instill fear that there are possible threats, and she is saying, or they are saying, that I have no time to allow threats into my life, and just to single them out based on their source, and acknowledge what they are at core value. They are just working distractions from the end goal. So these are just reminders, like when they stab through, to see them as like red flags along this course. And whenever I see a red flag, to just acknowledge the fact that this is this is an opportunity, or those are opportunities to just, have no problem with saying yay or nay. And if speaking is not enough, and my words are not, my space is not respected, then I don't need to threaten. Like, I already established my space and the rules of conduct. If anyone crosses over that, I don't need to, I don't need to give a double warning. I just do it. I just take care of it. That's it. No problem. No what do you call it? When you, no regrets. I mean, no. Like, they should know by now what they're doing. Even like, even if it's the first time that they've made the means to offend you, Spirit has always been telling me, my guides have always been telling me that they're repeat offenders. So they already know the formula. They already know what they're doing. And it's time for you to show up accordingly. Like, you don't need to get angry, Tina, and set out a warning. Just do it. And like, just besides setting the tone verbally, you know, what you're like energetically, we get to upgrade our magic, you know, our wand into that of a sword. So that's how we get to use our magic. Yeah. She has a face like of the expression of an angel. Like, it doesn't bother her, you know. You're when you compromise my space, my energetic fields, you're compromising the mission. And I work for Spirit. I work with Spirit. So, you know, there's no qualms about what has to be done. So it's just knowing that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Before I move into the Fountain Tarot, is there anything else that needs to be conveyed from these cards about my value and the next steps forward, like setting the tone? Establishing worth and setting the tone. Is there anything else? Okay, that's one. 8 in reverse. So justice in reverse. Justice in reverse. Do you see how many gods and goddesses are partnered here? It's from like the all. This is a league. The Justice League. Spiritual Justice League. That's what that is. Kind of in limbo, and it's waiting. About my worth and setting the tone. Scales are balancing. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. I'm told to cut the deck. 9 in reverse. Okay, so this is the Hermit in reverse. It's coming out of the dark night of the soul. This is coming out of intense contemplation, kind of being left in the dark. Okay, so the lights are going to be turned on soon. We're soon to emerge. Oh, okay. Things are about to happen. Yeah. It's about to happen. That's what they said. It's like 8 to 9 weeks or months or days. That's what I'm getting there. I mean, it could be like within a series of 8, so it could be within 8 days. There could be a change. It's carried out in phases. Within 8 weeks, another change for justice to show. And then 8 months could be a full transition to transpire. I mean, it could be 8 to 9, so I don't know. I'm told to read it in that manner. So, let me see here. Anything else? Clarification on any of that, those last 2 cards. Any clarification on that? Or was that like solid? That's a lot. Okay, facing the 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. What was facing the 9 of Swords in reverse was the reverse. 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Could be muted though, but we read it in reverse. So Page of Cups muted, 2 of Wands muted, 8 of Wands pronounced, Ace of Swords pronounced, and the Devil pronounced. What the heck? Ugh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I was like, let's not think too hard about this. Okay, let's not like make any judgments. Clear our mind. What is it saying? So, and there, I had to look back on the previous cards. Like, don't keep yourself up like at night thinking, like overthinking it. Just about sizing yourself up. Just continue to give yourself love within the situation of transition, knowing that within these moments, like our intuition just clicks. So, that's the way it works. So like to question like, okay, so where is the answer in all of this? Like our knowing just clicks. So, not to spend like don't stay up like agonizing over how to size myself up, and if I'm just give love to the situation, because it's like the truth has already been spoken. It's fully pronounced. Like even the devil's backing that. Like the devil's kind of entertained that I'm calling people out, and that I get to like give the firm hand of karma, like cue it out. It's like I'm part of the balancing scales act. So like the devil is rather pleased that they get to basically have I don't know, it's the devil looks like he's having fun here, or like the devil looks like they are having fun when it comes to this thing, because it's like the people that deserve to be, shown their karma, like, will get that, you know, will get their own customized version of hell. Yeah, that's, oh yeah, that's 100% right there. So I don't need to be defensive about, you know, how I'm received, or, yeah, I don't need to do that, because the biggest supposed threats are already being handled by the divine. That's already in motion. So the fact of the matter, the truth of this is, like, looking at this lineup and facing my own fears and all of this stuff and sizing myself up, like I already know what I bring to the table. So to, like, dumb that down, materially speaking, when it comes to, like, will others accept that, it really doesn't matter. Like, how do I say it? It's not as significant if people, like, decline your offerings, or, like, you know, they're just not, they don't see it just yet, because it's not a personal thing. It's just how they receive it according to their context. So but the most important thing is not to set the tone that I'm dumbing myself down, because I already know what I deliver. It's just, you know, things are getting balanced out. There's, yeah, so, like, the biggest threat that there could be is me being a threat to myself by lowering my standards and lowering my value when I clearly know what it is, you know, even at starting point. Yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. It's recovering from that. Like, it's not just building from the ground up. This is more like hitting rock bottom and just, like, do you know how fierce this is? Like, to get stabbed in, like, basically one location. That's when you hit like, rock bottom, because of that energetic hit, it's like it how do I say it? Because of the severity, it's like it's a ricochet. Like, once you hit that like rock bottom, and it's like rising up as a phoenix. So it's like a trampoline effect. So I mean, they could say it's even like 8 hours. 8 to 9 hours, because do you see this? Like, because it's 12:31 right now, and this is like the darkness. Like, I never really call out time, but, like, just the fact that looking at the that's what they're telling me. Like the split shift, where is it? You see that 8 in the middle, you know, as well, like the infinity, how it's split in the middle. It's like day and night kind of thing going on there. But, like, the dark night of the soul, coming out of the darkness into light. And if we're talking, like, I was starting to doubt it at first. I was like, are you serious now? Like, let's rationalize here. So I was trying to assert some logic within 3 phases, which is still, you know, could be very true. But looking at the transition between, like, day and night, whether that's literally speaking, or you know, what you call it, conceptually speaking. But, like, within 8 hours, it's going to be broad daylight, and so it could happen. A lot of things are happening. Like, I already got a lot of input on this already that I haven't even publicized, that I wasn't even, like, trying to read energy on. That the message was just delivered to me, like receipts have been like redeemed, or that kind of thing. So yeah, it could be a difference between night and day, quite literally, like what's about to transition. So we're going to move into the Fountain Tarot. Thank you very much, angels of love and light and ancestors. That's amazing. Yeah, most definitely. So what they previously gave me was my ancestors. Earlier today, it was hilarious. They gave me 2 of Cups. Okay, so they said, work on your stuff. Like, you have the finishing piece. Like, you just have one final piece to go. It's the last puzzle piece. What are you waiting for? It's there. It's gravity. Just let it fall into place. Your hands are just there to guide it into place. It's like, because like super abundant, like just they're just like oh, what do I say? Okay, it was like this. Yeah. This was actually facing that. Okay. It's like, what are you waiting for? Like, you know better that you are abundant enough to be independent. This is like the Great Gatsby type of independent. And that type of wealth. But like, you're holding yourself up with these imbalances. So like, you can get yourself out of it. Just like, do the work, they said. So that's why like 9, like so anyway, at the top of the deck, it was the Ace of Cups. So they're replenishing like a lot. They're giving me a lot of energy. And when I was trying to turn it back down, like so I could dish out the cards, this was immediately underneath it, like kind of it. So it did a thing where it was like, okay, it was kind of like that when I tried to just pull that one card. So it's just showing me strength. Like they're strengthening my reserves now that oh my gosh, I split the deck to put this card in, and it's the Page of Wands. So I get to start with the Spirit. Oh, that's so cute. Look, so that's strength. Okay, and that is the inner child of strength. Amazing. Okay. Angels of love and light, ancestors of the light, my bestie from beyond. Is there anything else you want to add to that? High Priestess, it came out again. They said you already know it. Like, okay. Anything else? 9 of Cups in reverse. So, yeah. They said to kind of like chill out a little bit. Like, this is happiness during the downtime. Because like this is, we're getting out of that. Things are in transition right now. So find happiness in the downtime, in the chill time. Like, don't need to over amplify what 9 of Cups is supposed to mean in like satisfaction. Just like, you should just be chill. You know how hard it is for me to be chill? Like, in every like walk of life that I've been in up until now, people don't know me to be chill. You interview different areas of my life, and they're like, Tina? No, they don't go like that, but it's like they would laugh. Like, I do need to chill out. I do. I try. Like, that's the only reason why, like, I mainly paint my nails, is to force myself to chill out. And even that doesn't, like, last very long. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just wash dishes or something. The Tower. So what are we saying about the Tower? This one I wanted to come up to. The Hermit card. Okay. I think the fact, they're saying that. If I don't chill out, I will experience a tower moment that, well, how do I say it? When I don't chill out, it oftentimes brings in a tower moment where I have to self-reflect and go into the dark night of the soul, go out into the woods, even late at night, this is just conceptually speaking, like, basically take a walk, at night, just trying to discover, what the 8 of cups is. Just like trying to find myself again, trying to get grounded. So this is giving back to myself, finding the need for that, because there's conflict and knowing that I'm not investing as wisely as I should. So it's like part of my karma to just learn how to be. So they said, just chill, Tina. It's one simple instruction. Just chill, okay? It'll click. Bottom of the deck, 10 of cups. That's what they saying. They're saying just chill. Like, I don't need to force anything to happen. And I don't need to compromise myself. Just be honest, Tina. You've been doing a good job being honest. Where did that letter go? T fell under temperance. AYDGYLAWESOUUFHV. I see house, today, way, UFO, show, I think show is correct, and today. So far, anyway. T-O-D-A-Y. Show. Today. Flags. Oh, yeah, flags. To remember that when people try to test me, that I can just easily, like, uproot those flags. Yeah, that's what they said. Like, because it's voting season, so it's like all those signs, like, put in the lawn, I can just uproot them easily. I have 2 U's, 1 V, E, and Y left, so is it levy? Let me see. Yeah, I can levy my situation. And I don't frequently use that words, but I can rise from the situation. I can, erect, like lift, myself from a certain, way of thinking, a way of being. Yeah. Like, instead of, it's like picking yourself back up. But, like, levying is kind of like, finding that higher ground, like that leverage, right? Yeah. So levy is like, more of like I feel like what is it, an action verb? It's yeah. Okay, so I have 2 U's left. Oh, how cute. Okay. So it's like a bunny rabbit, like with their eyes closed. Or it could be 2 rainbows. Oh my gosh. It could be like a chill pill. They just want me to like kind of just cut one, just like chill pill, just, you know, conceptually speaking, like, you know, it could be that. But it's like kind of just like don't mind, like it's not having to put your blinders on, but like I'm at peace, like things are good. We're all good here, you know. So let me show you what that looks like. See? It's like a little bunny rabbit with eyes closed. So I think that is it right there. Yeah. Thank you very much, angels of love and light. Ancestors of the light, my bestie from beyond. Thank you very, very much for just like kind of helping me realign, because like it just feels so quiet right now, and it feels like I'm just like I've posted like I've put out a lot of content, and I'm just used to moving so quickly, and so I feel like there's just there's something, I don't know what it is, but I know I'm not supposed to go aggro looking for another like full-time job that, you know, is like I'm supposed to be doing something more, and that's supposed to be a side type of thing. So anyway, I'm just figuring it out. But you know, because this is a new realm, they want to make sure that I'm not living along the same standards that I've put myself on with regular 9-to-5 jobs. They absolutely want me to make sure that I'm not doing that this is a different slate, this is a different platform, this is something that is out of the beyond the ordinary, for sure. So and not many, if any, have access points like I do. So just remember that. That's what they're telling me. And just chill out. Okay. All right. Both Geminis agree. Okay. Both sides anyway. All right. So at this time, this reading is officially over. So I close all portals that have been opened, except that of my inner core circle. And thank you in advance for respecting my space, my time, my energy, my auras, my chakras, and my what is it? Oh, and thank you to my supporters and my sponsors, most definitely. Okay, I'll see you again later. Have a good evening and or good morning. Bye for now.